here this afternoon at the 145th running of the Ekka. Before we do commence, we would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the Meanjin, Brisbane, the lands on which the Ekka is taking place. We pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging into the culture and histories of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, singing the national anthem here this afternoon for our Grand Parade will be Ms. Emma Irene. Emma is a vocalist, an agricultural show announcer, an active member of the RNA Future Directions Committee. She's also a lead performer at the Australian Outback Spectacular on the Gold Coast and at royal shows and events across Australia with the Rooftop Express Show. Emma is passionate about sharing the stories of rural communities and is honoured to be performing the national anthem here this afternoon. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're able, if you could please be upstanding, I welcome Emma Irene to the main arena.
Australians, oh let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is God by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty. Every stage and God's Australia fair. Beneath the radiant Southern Cross will toil with hearts and hands to make this commonwealth of ours renowned of all the lands. For those who've come across the seas, we've boundless plains to share. With courage let us all combine to advance Australia fair. When joyful strains let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what a great rendition of our Australian national anthem performed here this afternoon by Ms. Emma Irene. Will now commence with our Grand Parade. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's lovely to welcome into the broadcast box here this afternoon to assist us with our Grand Parade, one of the councillors here with the RNA, Councillor Liz Allen. Liz, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. Welcome to be here.
Now we've got a very special legend that has been awarded this year at the Ekka. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
That's correct. The man that will be leading out the parade is a gentleman by the name of Keith McRobert. And Keith was awarded the RNA's highest honour on Tuesday evening, the Ekka Legend Award. Keith's association with the Ekka has spanned over 70 years, including 33 years as the Beef Week ring announcer. He's led out the Grand Parade for over 15 years, and he's one of only 18 people that have been awarded this RNA's most prestigious honour.
Very prestigious honour, and they're coming into our main arena now between Machinery Hill and the John McDonald stand. And Liz, as you were saying, these are our small breed beef cattle, aren't they?
That's correct. We had 918 stud beef entered across our large breeds and our small breeds. The small breeds were judged yesterday. We had 55 head, and the parade is being led out by our interbreed champion, which was from the Australian Heritage Angus breed. So our interbreed champion bull was Mason Farm Monty Majura, exhibited by Tracy Cranberry. And then the interbreed champion cow, again another Australian Heritage Angus, was Telford Rochelle Ferrero, exhibited by John and Desley Telford. Some of the other animals coming out for the Australian Heritage Angus breed were our junior champion heifer, Jingy Gully Vita, exhibited by Conrad Bree. The reserve junior champion heifer was Mason Farm Cheeky Eyes, exhibited by Tracy Carnring. Our junior champion bull was Mason Farm Sky High, again exhibited by Tracy Carnring. The reserve junior bull was K-Rad Black Arrow, exhibited by Conrad Bree. Our senior champion female was Telford Rochelle Ferrero, exhibited by John and Desley Telford. And the senior champion bull was Mason Farm Monty Majura, exhibited by Tracy Carnring. We had 14 head in the Australian Angus Heritage breed. The next breed in line will be our Australian low line. We had 31 head entered, and the grand champion bull was Ebony Trabook, exhibited by Wendy Caesar, and the grand champion cow was by Spotlight, exhibited by the junior champion heifer was Lock High Eureka, exhibited again by Lockyer District High School. They had a great day out. The reserve champion junior heifer was Tan You Are Lovely, exhibited by Kenneth and Tanya Falkenhagen. And a big shout out to Kenneth and Tanya Falkenhagen. They won the High Point Achiever Award for the small breeds. So these are the people who have accumulated the most points over our stud and hoof and hook competitions. So congratulations to the Falkenhagens. Our junior champion bull was Lock High Ultimate, exhibited by Lockyer District High School. The reserve junior champion bull was Margaret Park Uno, exhibited by the Margaret Park Stud. Our senior champion cow was Lock High Spotlight, exhibited by Lockyer District High School. The reserve senior champion cow was Ebony Tanamai, exhibited by Wendy Caesar. Wendy also exhibited the senior champion bull, Ebony Trabook, and the reserve senior bull was Lock High Talus, exhibited by the Lockyer District High School. Then we have the Dexter, one head in the Dexter this year, a beautiful female by the name of Meridiani Truly Elite. She was the champion cow, exhibited by KWH Meridian. And then we have our Highland cattle. 7 head entered in the Highland breed this year. The champion bull was Gawain of Cheviot, exhibited by M&L Fannington. And the champion cow was Brianne Ruard of Stonebridge, exhibited by Cooler Creek Highlands and Mid-North Coast Community College. And then the last breed for our small breeds coming out are the miniature Herefords, of which we had 7 head. Our champion bull was Palisade Skin Jim B, exhibited by Sue Parrish. And Sue also exhibited the champion cow, being Palisade Karma.
Let's following out our small breeds here this afternoon. We do have our dairy exhibitors. Dairy cattle this year we have Pierre Shears, Jerseys, Brown Swift, Illawarra, and Guernsey, as well as our Holsteins, in good nominations once again this year.
Yes, we had a lovely showing of dairy cattle in the ring yesterday, of which we had 136 head. And the breed's going to be led out by the Illawarra, who had Supreme. And I'll throw back to you for the dairy results of the cows coming up now.
Yes, the results. The airship most successful exhibitor was won by the Phillips family with Cherokee Phoenix Suki. The most successful exhibitor, the Guernsey breed, was exhibited by Thomas Tippett with Tambourine, Vengeance Sadei. The most successful exhibitor in the Holstein breed was exhibited by the Barrett family and art by Sidekick Lotto. The Illawarra most successful exhibitor was exhibited by the Henry family with White Park Thelma. The Jersey's most successful exhibitor was the Corker family's nomination, Ada Vale Victoria's from Winner. The Premium Breed Awards, the Holstein Breed Award was won by the Garrett family with Majuba Ace Ding. The Premium Breeders Award in the Illawarra section was won by the Henry family with White Park Thelma. And the Jersey Premium Breeders Award was won by the Corker family with Adadale Victoria Rowena. The Supreme Champion Junior Heifer was taken out by the Garrett family with Majuba Ace Ding. Supreme Champion Intermediate Udder, Corker family's nomination, Adadale Quintana Jessie. Supreme Champion Intermediate Dairy was won by Corker family's nomination, Adadale Quintana Jessie as well. And the Supreme Group of 3 females was won by the Fulver family. Supreme Champion Udder, won by the Henry family with White Park Minnie. The Holstein Premium Breeders Award was won by the Garrett family and Majuba Ace Ding. Champion Holstein cow for the Ekka for 2024 is the Garrett family with Majuba Dog Whitening. Champion Illawarra cow, won by the Henry family with White Park Minnie. Champion Jersey cow, Adadale Jamie's Rowena. So congratulations to all of our dairy exhibitors. Liz, it's so great to see so many dairy exhibitors here at the show this year showcasing their proud product.
Yes, it's absolutely wonderful to see all our breeds of animals providing the primary production for Queensland and Australia. A wonderful showing, and congratulations to all our exhibitors across all the breeds for a wonderful showing tomorrow.
Also got sheep being judged here this year.
Yes, that's correct. We had 195 head of sheep entered. Wonderful showing of animals. If anyone can get up to the large animal briefing today, just to go up and see all the animals up there, they'll be very impressed by the display of sheep and the beautiful presentations by our schools competitions. The champion of champions ram was Sovereign Pole Dawson's, and the reserve champion of rams was exhibited by Milton and Hall. The champion of champions ewe was exhibited by Millennium, and the reserve champion of champions ewe was exhibited by Milton and Hall. Our champion breeders group was again exhibited by Milton and Hall, and the reserve champion of champion breeders group was Cavalry Christian College. For our schools competition, the winner of our most successful school of show, Cavalry Christian College, came in first, followed by Roachdale State High School and Livingston Christian College. In the hotly contested winner of the Tidy Pens competition, Corinda State High School won out, with Roachdale State High School coming in second, and third was Cavalry Christian College. The Grand Champion School round was exhibited by Cavalry College, and the Grand Champion School U was exhibited by Roachdale State High School. The Champion School Breeders Group was exhibited by Cavalry Christian College, and the Grand Champion Open Round was exhibited by Scott's PGC College. The Grand Champion Open U was exhibited by Matthew Franklin, and then the Grand Champion Breeders Group was again won by Milton and Hall.
Well, we can see our sheep exhibitors parading in front of the John McDonald stand of Sheepery Hill as we speak. And Steve Peters, we welcome out into the Grand Parade. all of our horse exhibitors.
Yeah, that's right, Jake. And what a wonderful spectacle this is to see a traditional Grand Parade at a Royal Show, where we have our horses working in rings in the middle, our cattle on the outside, and it's a remarkable spectacle, and what a beautiful day to hold it. So, look, our horse section this year, from the very small to the very tall and everywhere in between, we've got over 400 horses on the grounds at any one time here at this year's Ekka. And we've got 8 Supreme Champions which have been judged so far this year. So we've got our Supreme Champion Clydesdale, which is KJ Patriot, exhibited by Debbie Titoff. Supreme Champion Shetland Pony, Suburban Lodge Showgirl, Sarah Young. Right through to Supreme Champion Riding Pony, Ratho and Sounds of Silence, and Lucy Bond and Lily Horsepearl exhibited that one. Supreme Champion Warm Blood, which was First Warrior, Donna Connell. Supreme Champion Arabian Derivative, which was judged earlier this morning, and that was Thorn Park Dance All Night, and Jessica Hammett Rinky and Ellie Rinky. And of course we have our show jumpers and our Clydesdales, which were exhibited earlier in the show. So it is truly a remarkable parade that we're witnessing in front of us. So it's back to you, Jake.
Thank you, Steve. We also welcome out our show jumping exhibitor, because the big afternoon of show jumping with our puissants here this afternoon in our Grand Parade here tomorrow afternoon. Now, Liz, speaking about our cattle breeds, our small breeds here in our Grand Parade this afternoon, there's a lot of history in these various breeds, isn't there?
Absolutely. Especially with our Highland cattle. The Highland is the oldest registered breed of cattle, with the first herd being established back in 1885. And despite the long horns and the unusual appearance, the Highland is considered a very even-tempered animal for both its bulls and cows. And the cattle adapt really well to the varying climates of Australia. The cold weather and snow down south have very little effect, and with their summer coat, they do tolerate the harsh Australian heat. We've also got the Dexter breed, which is of Irish origin, and the Dexter was highly valued by peasant farmers of the 1800s, whose small holdings provided marginal grazing in the tough climates. Again, the Dexter cattle herd books are some of the oldest cattle pedigree records we have in the world, with the first Irish herd book starting back in 1877. And the Dexters first appeared in Australia after being imported by the Syme family in the late 1890s. Our miniature Herefords, that has its roots from Herefordshire in England. And the miniature Hereford we know of today are descendants of the pure Hereford stock, selectively bred since the 1970s. The miniature Herefords are full-blooded Herefords and are registered through our Australian Herefords. The Australian Heritage Angus cattle are cattle that have strong traceable roots to the original Scottish Aberdeen Angus. The 3 sources of genetics form the Australian Heritage Angus, and they are the Trangie-descended cattle, the Australian Lowline, the Australian and Scottish native-bred Angus cattle, and the Aberdeen Angus cattle. And our Australian Lowline, which are a pure Aberdeen Angus ancestry, very suitable and very viable in the Australian beef industry. And this breed is one of the few breeds that retain pure genetics from the original herds in their countries of origin. And this is something unique in the beef world today. And when the New South Wales Department of Agriculture purchased the first cattle for the Trangie Ag Farm, they chose a shipment of cattle from Canada. And these cattle came over on the steamship Huraki in December 1928. And they were the first shipment of any cattle breed from Canada to Australia.
Well, speaking about our cattle breeds, our dairy breeds, our Ayrshire cattle, the breed that originated from the country of Ayr in Scotland prior to the 1800, and they were regarded as an established breed by 1812. They were first imported into this country in the 1850s. The breed Jersey, the name Jersey as it applies, the Jersey breed was bred on the British Channel Islands of Jersey. It is apparently descended from cattle stock brought over the nearby Norman mainland. It was first recorded as a separate breed around 1700. The first Jersey cattle were brought to Australia in 1829. Now the Jersey breed are fairly small and fawn in colour, with black tips on their muzzles, ears, feet and tails. The brown Swiss, they originally came from Switzerland, one of the most common breeds in the world. They're solid brown in colour, varying from light to dark. The Illawarra breed, red and white cows, of course they were developed here in Australia, in the Illawarra region of New South Wales by crossbreeding a number of breeds. They were first recognised as a new Australian cow breed in 1910. They're rich, red in colour, with a little white on their flanks. Illawarra cows produce large quantities of milk. Many Illawarras produce more than 40 litres of milk per day. The Guernsey breed originated from the Isles of Guernsey, a tiny island in the English Channel. Fawn in colouring with white markings. Milk is a distinctive golden colour. On average, a Guernsey produces 22 litres of milk per day. And by the age of 3, a Guernsey cow can weigh in excess of 600 kilograms, so quite a large female. And the Holstein breed, the Holstein cows originally came from the northern Europe. Many breeding animals now come from North America. These cows are mainly black and white in colour. The most popular breed in the world and in Australia, only 1.4 million of Australia's 1.65 million dairy cows are Holsteins. Well, as a councillor here with the RNA, you must feel very proud when you see this wonderful arena full of livestock and horses.
Oh, absolutely. As a primary producer, myself producing sheep and cattle, this day is all about what the Ekka is about in terms of celebrating and championing agriculture. And a big shout out to all our exhibitors. A lot of time and effort goes into the preparation of these animals. So thank you one and all for being here and for your wonderful displays of animals. And I encourage all the people in the grandstands to please go over to the large animal pavilion this afternoon and come and meet some of our primary exhibitors and see their animals and get to know a little bit more about what they do and all the food and fibre that they're producing for you all.
Now the winner ribbon here, doesn't matter what section you're in, it's a major achievement, isn't it?
Very major achievement. I mean, as a cattle producer, it could be 4 years of thinking and planning to get an animal to this point in terms of choosing the sire and the dam and growing that animal up to 2 years of age. And some of these pedigrees can go back 10, 12 generations. We have cattle exhibitors here that have been coming for over 90 years, so the commitment is wonderful, and yeah, lots of preparation and getting the animal ready to be here and get them broken in and get them transported down.
And volunteers and stewards, you're speaking about long service. We've got plenty of stewards here in our horse section as well. I've been informed that have been here for 30 plus years, volunteering.
That's correct. I mean, like Keith has been stewarding for over 30 years. Many of our stewards, like the Cottrell family, they've all chalked up well over 20 years themselves. I think Philip Bates out there, he's the same. The stewarding here at the Ekka is not only a great tradition, but it's a wonderful family. And we joke every year that we only get to see one another once a year, but we turn up and it's like we had seen them only last week. It's a wonderful family. We love doing what we do and we love being out there helping our exhibitors parade their animals to the best of their ability.
Country and spirit, city heart.
That's very true, very true. So please put your hands together one and all out in the grandstands for all our exhibitors, please.
Well folks, some interesting facts here at the Ekka. There's over 10,000 animals on show over the course of the 10 days. There were 400 exhibitor stands. There is expected to be in excess of 400,000 people through the gates. And it injects over $200 million into the Queensland economy. So very significant numbers there, Liz.
Oh, it's wonderful. I mean, this is such a great event. You know, not only for the animals, but you know, there's something for everyone in every family. And I commend you all to sort of go along to our ag hall to see, you know, to see the honey and the flowers and the quilts and the fine arts, you know, the paintings and drawing and the cooking, the dogs and the cats. Bit of a shame that we got rained out the other day. We would have had a full complement of animals, but you know, Mother Nature had other plans, unfortunately.
And my co-announcer Steve Peters' favourite thing is the Ekka Strawberry Sundays, and there's expected to be over 130,000 sundays consumed here this week.
It goes to a wonderful cause called The Common Good, which is a fundraiser for the local hospital, which we can see from our broadcast box.
We certainly can, Steve, and Liz was just speaking about judges and stewards, and there's over 800 judges and stewards here at the Ekka this week. There's over 20,500 competition entries. What else can I tell you about some fun facts here at the Ekka? There's over 60 competitions. The prize pool is worth over $750,000. And just as they're parading out now, Liz, can you tell us a little bit about the R&A Future Directions Committee?
Yes, we've got the Future Directions Committee just walking past our announcers box. This is an amazing group of young people who are up-and-comers with the R&A, who amazing helpers who have wonderful ideas about, I suppose, just improving the R&A and taking us into the future and what we all want to see and do and make Ekka for the future. They're an amazing asset to the council, and they were a great help for us tonight. Every year we have the annual Judges and Stewards charity auction, and they helped out, went around and collected lots of goodies from our stall holders, and we raised over $23,000 last night for the Royal Children's Hospital Foundation. So thank you to our Future Directions Committee for all their help, and big shout out to Pamela Ferguson for that amazing event last night.
And preparation, it's already commencing for next year's Ekka, isn't it? It doesn't sleep.
Oh, it doesn't sleep. We've already got cattle on feed for next year's competition in the Wagyu paddock to pallet. So competitions like cattle go all year round now, and we are well and truly planning for 2026 already.
Well, Liz, we thank you for your time here with the Grand Parade this afternoon. It's been an honour to welcome you into the broadcast box, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon at the show. Thank you very much.